Just a basic question, and I know y'all just saying, and I hate to ask this, but could you just show the people or walk the people through how you build a harmony?
I think a good part of that is what we were just doing, because it starts with a unison note, and then we branch off into three-part harmonies. So
there's a root.
You hear the blend on this unison, and then we say black, and then we blend,
Yeah, that's
branch
true.
off. So maybe that's a good way to do it. So why not, if I start on my part and you add your part, and you
I
add
sure will.
I'll start on the bottom. Say you do.
You
I'll start on
do,
me.
you do.
I'm gonna start on mine.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. Oh, what should I do? Should I do the melody? I'll start
Come
first.
in.
Can you do your part?
No.
You come in and then I come
Because
in.
no, I'm saying it's the melodies.
Say you do. Yeah. So if I start, you want to start? Oh, I want to start. Who's starting?
Okay, so I'll start it. 1, 2. You do. Say you do. Say that you love me. Love me. Don't be true. Mountain, mountain. Say you do. Say that you love me. Love me. Don't be true. Moving on mountain, mountain.
Let's do it again without no flatness. One more time. 1, 2, 3.
Say you do. Say that you love me. Love me. Don't be true. Moving on mountain, mountain. Say you do. Say that you love me. Love me. Don't be true. Moving on mountain, mountain. And that's a Shaka-esque
That's
thing.
Shaka, yeah.
That's a Shaka-esque thing. It
She
doesn't
sings
apply
all of
to
that
every
well.
artist. And a person who works a lot, John James, Keith can attribute this, will agree with me in this aspect. When you do a session, well, that's how I treat it. You listen to the track, and I always ask the producer, how are we doing this? Are we singing belt? Are we airing it? You know, what are we doing? Chest? What kind of, and then sometimes you let them sing it. And some of the producers can't sing, so they'll play it on the piano. And another trick that I do for those who are singers in sessions, and this is not a trick, but it's what I do. When there is an issue with the blend, and sometimes there's a rub, and I don't know if y'all know what that means, rubbing, two people are singing unison, but it's not.
The timbre's not matching.
It's not matching, so you can tell that, it's two different people singing. I will shut up and let that person sing. So if the producer says, that's right, that's who's singing, that's what I want. Then I try to match that person. Or, that's wrong. Who doing that? Don't do that. And then I'll sing. So they can say, so they know, because sometimes the room is dark. They can't see who it is. And it's a way to, it's called listening, really listening to try to blend with someone. It's best not to just sing, can you pull back. And they'll call you out by name if they see you. But if they don't see you, it's just like, sometimes they're like, okay, who did that? That's what I'm looking for right there. And then everyone should go, okay, what did you sing? Right. And then, okay, so you said, yeah, you did, and then you all try to match it.
Work. Yeah.
So
And
that's,
I would like to add, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Audrey.
that's okay.
I actually did mean to interrupt you.
No, but I'm done.
I'm done. I would like to add to what she's saying. When I first got the Shaka gig, I was singing with Incognito, and I'm gonna quickly say. So Shaka came. She came to one of the clubs, and I was there with D'Angelo, and we were all upstairs in this club, and Shaka said, "Sit down." She brought all of us a drink. What you want to drink? So I said, "I don't know." So she brought me back a rum and coke. So she sat down and she was like, "All right, bitches. Okay,
Everybody's a bitch.
I want you to sing this, and you to sing." And it was Cindy, not Cindy Mizell. What's the other Mizell?
Kim.
Yeah, it was Kim
That's her
Mizell,
girl.
myself,
That's her girl.
and somebody else. And she was like,
We saw her in LA.
she said, "You bitches sing. I want you to sing this harmony." And we sang it. She said, "That's what the fuck I'm talking about. You want another drink? You want another drink?" And I was like, I said, "You called me a bitch." She said, "Oh, child, that's a term of endearment."
If
I was
she
like,
calls you,
"Oh."
that's right.
So I called home in New York. I was like, "Renee," my sister, Renee, Shaka Khan just called me a bitch. And she was like, "Oh, why the fuck she called you a bitch?" And I was like, "Well, that's a term of endearment from her." And I love it because she loves me. And she said, "One day you're going to be singing with me." And sure enough, Audrey got me that gig. And I was singing with them, and the first gig was Boston, and I was singing.
You remember the city?
Yep, I remember all of that. I was singing, and I was singing, and Shaka said, "What's your name?" I said, "Karen Bernod." She said, "Beautiful voice, beautiful." She said, "But you singing my lead." I was like, oh.
Because you got to match her.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When you're singing her same note.
All of the diphthongs and the ers and the all of that. And
so
Audrey
she
was
probably,
like,
she could hear you in her
and
monitor.
Audrey was like, okay, Karen, when you get there, it's not going to be pretty. It's going to be, all up in your cadence and your nose and your this and that.
Yeah, you get resonant.
And you got to look at each other's mouth, how you pronounce stuff. You got to pronounce it the same way. And that taught me a lot for my solo career and just singing with other artists. I mean, because when you sing with other artists, you got to have a really good ear. Yep. Even if you don't have a great voice, have a good ear to know how to blend.
And match.
And thank God we kind of mastered that.
And I want to talk how I got the gig. First time I sang with Shaka was on David Letterman. And that's because this young lady called me. And I was like, Chaka Khan? And I've sung with a lot of people, famous people, but her voice to me was just like, yeah, I don't do Shaka. I'm an Airedale. And y'all know what I'm talking about.
But I knew what you could do.
That's what I'm known for. Mariah, Freddie, jam. That's my jam. That's what I do. So Shaka was like, what? I was like, no, I'm not good for that.
You killed it. Oh my God.
And I remember someone sent me a picture of
on
us
YouTube,
doing
by
it.
the way.
Yeah, it is on
David
YouTube.
Letterman.
So that was my first time working with Shaka. That's how I got it.
I may as well tell mine first. Huh?
Sure.
Not that I remember, but I do remember. I do remember. It was a long time ago. That actually, I met her. I was singing with the Warriors at a club called McKell's.
Oh, McKell's, of course.
On 95th Street.
Yes.
Yo, Warriors used to live there, and
yeah,
of course
did.
at Blues Alley in DC. But so she was at the bar.
Oh, of
Bar
course.
at McKell's.
Because she lived in New York at
She
that
lived
time.
in New York.
That's
Yep.
right.
Okay. Whenever we performed in New York, Roy Ayers, I call him Uncle Roy. He wouldn't let me sing much. It was really weird because he was a rare bird. I loved him to death. He was just so fucking weird and rare. But see, anyway, in New York, so he let me sing one piece of a song. All right, and then I'm basically taking a break. So I sang my little song. And there was this how, oh my God, I'm about to tell my age.
That's okay.
We ain't let you ask shit, have we? Okay, but so I took a break. There was a payphone backstage. So they're like, what? A payphone?
What is
the
that?
millennials are like, what is that? So I went backstage. I don't even know who I was calling. I put my little quarter in, whatever. I was on the phone, and it was on the way to the bathroom. Shaka Khan comes backstage and walks, and I don't think she's going to the bathroom. So I'm like. And she stops, and I'm like, I gotta go. Because she's looking at me. I'm like,
That's what she does.
and I hung up, and she's like, you want to sing more, don't you? And I was like, yeah.
Because she felt it.
She
that's
heard
so
just
weird.
on a little bit. She heard. She said, you know what? Give me a call. Let me give you a number. I'm right. I'm call me because I'm putting I need more girls right now.
That's right.
And so she did the whole thing. And and then I ended up contracting. Those were the first, sessions, and that's when I hired Lisa Fisher and Brenda White King.
Mm-hmm. Then it was Cindy Mizell. Right?
No.
Cindy never did it with. Oh, okay.
No, we did it together. But the first iteration was myself, Lisa Fisher, and Brenda White King.
Okay, Brenda.
Damn.
Yes. Please stop that.
Yes.
Stop.
Night in Tunisia. Lisa Fisher killed it.
Troy, don't do that.
That was us. We did Night in Tunisia.
I was only 12 in '84.
Oh my God! Today, no, I was actually 12.
Troy, stop
I was
it.
12 as
We were
well.
only 12 in
I was
84.
very young. I was illegal actually at the time. So, yeah.
And if you notice, all of us we can do the cadence of Shaka.
Of course.
So at sound checks, what I do now and messes the whole band up. Melvin's gone, so he won't. If the band is like really like focused, because Shaka never comes to sound check, by the way. She doesn't come. We sound check her, right? And it's just who did my let me stop. Who did the monitors? Yeah, that shit was fucked up. It wasn't right. It's not it's too fucked. It's fucked up. So I would stand off stage with my mic and I would go, how you doing out there? And that's what she says every show when she comes out. And the band goes, oh shit, she's here. And they go, Audrey, I'm gonna kick your. So now it's like a joke we do. How you doing out there? I do it so much. And then she came up to me one time and said, so I heard you do me. Let me hear you do me. Let me hear you do my. I said, who told you I don't do your voice? Come on, Aj. She calls me Aj. Hey, Aj, I know you do my voice. Let me hear you do it. I said, I don't do your voice. I was like, I'm not sitting in front of this lady imitating her. No, ma'am. So it's like, she's like She's like a Bible.
Bible.
Oh, shit, you said
Absolutely,
the
in
same-
so
oh
many
my
different
God.
ways. I call her
my
university,
God.
and she really just, I felt like Roy Ayers was like high school music for me. I mean, not high school. I'm just talking
College,
about
but then, like,
for
going
right. It's where I came from. High school for performing
Oh, you
arts.
did. That's right, in
And so
Dallas.
then I went to Roy Ayers. Then I went to Shaka, and it was like a whole nother progression of learning, and not just musically. She taught me to sing from my ass cheeks.
Yeah.
She really did.
Sing from your gut. Sing it from your stomach.
She said,
I don't believe
she
you.
She said, if you can hit all them low notes, you can hit high notes. Just squeeze your ass cheeks together.
She's right.
She did. She did.
That's true.
It worked. She's like, oh shit.
And she'll tell you she can't do. How do y'all do that? That little smile voice. I can't do that shit. How do y'all do
No,
that?
she don't like. She don't like.
She can't do it. She says, I can't do air.
The air, and I
She
don't
don't do none of
run
that.
shit. But
Yeah.
it was just she's an experience, and not
No, it's so
not just
true.
musically, but in life.
I mean, if you
Well,
tour
I
with her,
learned a
we're
lot.
so excited talking about it. But
Yeah,
the thing
it's
is,
fun. It's
if
fun.
you have a headache, oh, I got some shit for
Oh
that.
my
You-
God.
You don't feel good?
She's
just
Mother
sing.
Teresa.
Oh, your
She
tummy
has
hurts? You need to get some da da
pharmacy.
da 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 da. She has a bag of just
Pharmacy.
shit. It's just, and I don't mean.
So do you, Audrey.
Come
on
now. See, you don't took after
Audrey
her.
got
You
every.
done took after
You need
her.
a safety pin, a bobby
took
pin.
after her.
Well, she got it.
Asian. See,
Shut up.
Thank you.
My child. You talking about? Be quiet. I know. I'm so sorry. But we're having a great time. He's fine.
he's like, oh, am I still here? I'm sorry.
Okay.
I love his voice. I love his deep voice.
So whether you all know it or not or have realized, these three women on stage have sold millions, and I mean millions of records. And I think something that I've always found fascinating about your generation of singers is you went from the club, and then from the club you went to background. From background you got your solo career. And so what I'm curious about is how has being background singers, not just for Shaka Khan, because you all have worked with many people, helped shape you as solo artists?
I'll give an example because this is really the same thing. How Luther Vandross treats his band and background singers. Because when you come from being a background singer, you have so much respect for the craft. It used to be back in the day, the singers would be paid less than the band.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, hell to the no. So, and Luther changed that. He really did. He's like, nah, y'all getting paid. Y'all up there, you working just as hard. Your time is the same. And so he took care of his singers. And just as far as the respect for what that is, it's not just getting up there and looking cute and going who and ah. It is a craft. Yes. So respecting that, coming from that, that. The work and the hours that you have to put in.
And you respect.
That's what I mean. So that for me would be the main thing. And there is a big difference between singing background and singing lead.
Totally.
It's a really, really big difference. I mean, it's a different mindset, a different headset, and I think it's important to have. I think it's important. It depends on what you want to do, obviously, right? So to just know that difference and being able to flip that, being able to flip is like putting on a different hat, I find it fascinating, and I really dig it. I really dig it.
For me, I'm going to be brutally honest. I think singing backgrounds has made me more afraid to do leads. So my husband always says to me, you have become content to do backgrounds. He says it to me all the time. And then when I do a solo or a lead for him, I'm always thinking of textures. And I'm just like, oh. He's like, no, take all that air, take that shit off. Just sing a note. Can you just give me a note? So I feel like I'm always in smoothing stuff out, because that's kind of what background singers do. We smooth stuff out, or we try to. And so I personally, I feel like these two, they are more in tune with their lead voices. I'll be very honest. I get solos with Shaka, and that's my opportunity. She'll just turn you and go, sing, bitch. Take the second verse. All night and day. I'm like, I'm not prepared. Breathing wise, I'm just thinking backgrounds. So for me, I'm a work in progress with that, because my husband is like, you make all this money doing touring, you should take your money and invest in yourself. And I'm sure John is shaking his head. And it's just, it's true. And I can be very honest. That is something I'm working on right now. When you said you're home working on your project, I've been hearing this for about a year. And I'm just, The problem is we do so many different styles, and that's my other thing is, who's Audrey? I've sung. That's the real thing for me. I've sung for Mariah. I've sung for this person. I've sung for that. Now, what do you want to sing? What do you have to say, Audrey? Well, I can do. I can do that, and then I can do. But I was a kid. I was like 8. No, I was younger than Asia. I was 18. No. I'm not trying to crack. I was a kid, and I was doing what Crown Heights Affair produced us, and I was doing what Crown Heights. They told me. I know, but I was a kid, and I'm not the same. I'm not that age anymore. So it's like I was just like, what do you want me to sing? So I sang what they did, and now it's like you have to feel it. So I'll be real honest with you. Anybody have any songs? Writers? I need to find myself because that is. Oh, somebody raise their hand. No, for real. I'm being honest. I'm being very.
I love that about you.
Shit. I'm being honest. Yeah. So I need to not be so content, and it's very difficult not to be content when you're singing with Chaka Khan. I'm just like, I'm cool. Hey. But I need to get out of that. I do. I really do. But I admire you too, because y'all.
And I
y'all-
admire you,
y'all
Orch.
in it, y'all are in it.
Unlimited touch. I mean,
Shut
when I
up.
heard your voice, I knew that was you. I was like,
That's
oh my God, I'm singing with Audrey Wheeler.
Shut up. We sound
Unlimited
like
touch. I was in high school.
sing like one
oh, I
voice
just told
anyway.
my age.
Woo! And mine. Thanks. Don't say it.
Well, I personally, background for me is like, if I could use an analogy, like if you sing in the studio and you have the cans on your ear, you can hear yourself, you can hear the nuances, you can hear everything.
Yep.
You hear all of that.
That's
And
right.
I learned to really hear myself. And then when I started singing background for different artists, like I say, I look at your lips and just, you
So you
know.
can watch
so
what they're-
for me, it kind of like, it made me a better lead singer.
I see that.
Because I really respect background, and I coach, I vocal coach on the side sometimes with different people, and when the kids come to me and they're like, I'm like, ain't nobody doing all that riffing. You riffing outside the measure.
Wait a minute. But they can't even sing straight.
No,
They can't sing straight.
They can't sing one note.
They don't know melody. They don't know.
Yeah, and I'm like, boo boo. No,
Look at my daughter's face. No, we're not talking to you
Just give me a
specifically.
straight note. Just a note. Just give me one straight note. A little vibrato at the end, but just give me one straight note. And they're like, but I want to sing like so. I said, they already exist. Be yourself, you know. Put your own. And my mother used to always tell me, there's already a Michael Jackson. And she's like, Karen, just be yourself. Create your own sound. And that's really what background has done. And singing with all these divas that I get a chance to, in my ear, I mean, got divas sitting out here. I mean, it was really a pleasure to learn. You learn from each person. You learn. I learn from all of you, you know?
Yeah, we learn
And
from
I
each
love
other.
it. And it helps me on my lead projects. And I got a lead project coming out shortly. And I'm like, thank God.
He said,
A little plug.
that was lovely.
Where you gonna be June 30th?
Oh, yes. I'm going to be at the City Winery June 30th. A verse of what?
It must be a song he did.
Let me see. I've been praying for people like you and people like me who don't have a place to live in. Babies, mothers, fathers, sisters, and brothers, living day to day by any means necessary. Thanks. That song is called "Pray." Beautiful. Okay, but to answer your question, that's what background singing did for me. It really helped me with my lead, and I learned a lot about my craft, and I honed it because there's different aspects to it.
The name of the project is Crafting the Sound. And I've asked musicians, you know, they gave their answer. But as the singers, what is the essence of the Shaka Khan sound to you?
Ooh, funk.
Horn.
Horn down.
Horn. She's a horn.
Yeah, her
Many
rhythm.
horns.
She's a rhythmic
She's a tuba.
singer.
Right.
she's a very rhythmic singer. If you can
Absolutely.
imagine,
That's true.
she grew up like listening. There's a variety of things.
Jazz.
So with jazz for so Joni Mitchell, but also James Brown. If you think about her, she sings on the one. And that's what I was telling Darian.
And you know
to
what
get
else
them
she calls
parts,
it?
you got.
She calls it
He's like,
a hubba. She'll say a hubba when she's teaching us parts. I
seriously,
want y'all
so she needs to. You have to. When I think of her voice, we always say horn, right? It's like it is because it's so present.
Mhm.
There's a clarity there with a smile,
That's right.
so it gives you that. You have that. Why?
Yes.
You know, it's not why.
Right. It's close.
Why?
Everything is fine.
And it got to go out. You know, so you have to have that twang.
It's
we
a
call it.
twang.
It's a
That's what it is.
twang. You know, but my favorite thing is when I was growing up listening to her
And she talks
was
like
her
her.
rhythm.
She talks like that.
I know. I mean, I lived with
my
her.
God, you talk like her.
I lived with her when I was a teenager. So I mean, you know, she really grew me. You know. So when I was listening to her, I was just everybody. I love Aretha Franklin, Gladys Knight. Oh, I love her voice. But something about Shaka's rhythm, it stuck with me because it was like this. You know how she'll go instead of she could have said this, for example. Move me no mountain. She said, "Move me no mountain."
You hear the rhythm?
Move me no mountain.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? So
That's
the
right.
little accents and the like, you know, and how she hangs back on a phrase, and it's we we're listening to each other describe all week, you know, and it's fascinating to hear how we all.
Have our own
You know what I mean?
Right.
We
That's right.
never really talk like that.
We
about
don't.
it. We just don't. So we're doing it the first time, like, oh yeah, right.
We
that's
were in her
right.
hotel room,
It's
and
just
that was
hours.
that was a part of it too.
Yeah.
Just so the us getting together was the sisterhood as well,
Yes.
because it wasn't just about maybe we did 60% talking and 40% rehearsing, but that's the truth. It's the truth.
Yeah.
And so for me, crafting the sound, the Shaka sound, is very similar. Everything she's saying, but it's also spontaneity.
Yeah.
Because from day to day, we don't know if she gets tired of stuff very quickly. And it's just like when we do What You Gonna Do. On the record, it's what you gonna do for me? Bop, bop, bop. What you gonna do for me? Now, we don't even sing it that way. We go, oh, what you gonna do for me? That's how we do it live. And the audience is still going, what you gonna, while they start going, we need to stop singing because they're not
What they doing.
singing.
That's not what they
She
doing.
chops everything up. It's just, and then she'll look at us, and then sometimes if we're on the bus, the tour bus, it'll be a thing of, yeah, I want you guys to sing it like this. From now on, I'm sick of that shit. I want to sing it like this. And then she'll show us something. And then when the show comes, why are you singing like that? Who told you to do that shit? Right. You did. Yeah, right. Lady, you on the bus. No, that's not right. I don't like that. So you need to go back and listen, because I don't know where you got that shit from. You, lady. You. Oh, please don't put this on tape. She's going to kill me. Oh, it's too late. Oh, I'm going to be in so much trouble.
Oh, she gonna love it. She gonna love
She
it.
knows.
Those are my babies.
Oh, come on. She knows. She knows.
But anyway, for me, crafting, shut up. The crafting the sound is just, it's been a big thing for me because I was raised Catholic. I don't know if any Catholics in the house, but. And we didn't sing like that. We sang like, Holy Lord, we praise thy name. So when I was asked to do Shaka, between you and Cindy, I was like, I can't do that. I don't even know where this comes from. This.
Did you not do it?
I did it.
Did you not do
But
it
don't
well?
mean I wasn't scared. I
Did
was
you
just
not
like,
do it well?
because I heard you, and I was like, I don't sing like Sandra. Sandra is rich. She's like a alto Shaka. I'm serious. So it was a pleasure and an honor that you called me, but I was just like, and because if you have an ear and you can emulate.
That's key.
That's
and
what you got to do.
That's
Yes.
the be honest
That's all
truth.
it is.
That's key.
When you were younger, those who sang in the audience, when you listen to records, most of us tried to sound like Dionne Warwick or whoever, or I was gonna say
Ella
Whitney,
Fitzgerald.
but I
I was
didn't
Ella
sound like
Fitzgerald.
Whitney,
That's
but
how old I
Ain't
am.
nobody sound
but we
like
tried to sound like someone on the radio. And for me, that was that was my thing, was to sound just like, so that when I do a session, I try to emulate. And one of the things I will say about crafting her sound is on her records, she does all her backgrounds.
Yes.
So you can't come there talking about what you gonna do for me. You can't sing it your way. We gotta all go, what? We're all like, well, how you doing? How are you? What? We're like trying to tune up.
Yeah, because
am I right?
Yeah, you can't. If somebody
What you gonna? What? Okay.
What? Find the same.
We're all trying to. Let's try that right now. One. What? It's just the key. 1, 2, 3. Unit. What? And we sound like crazy birds, but the point is, when new singers come to do the gig, when new singers come, they are struggling.
Yeah.
And that's why I chose that song, because I feel like it's very easy to do harmony. And say, my note is, I'm the soprano, I'm the middle, I'm the bottom. Kind of easy.
Oh,
But
wait.
What you gonna do?
What was beautiful about singing with these people too in Shaka's group is like, if somebody was hoarse or if somebody had a cold, it's like, okay, you sing the top tonight, you sing the middle, you sing the bottom, and we could flip.
Because that's what happened
singers
today.
will come like, oh no, I'm a soprano. I only
I'm a
sing
soprano. I only
Well,
do
you can't
soprano.
have this
I'm a
gig,
soprano.
because you got to be able to flip it. You got to sing.
Very true.
You got to sing all the
That's
parts.
facts.
Very true.
That's
Yeah.
facts.
And a lot of
And
times,
thank God for that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, we'd be like, take my note, bitch.
Seriously.
I'm dying. Take my note.
My control-
Karen is doing tops, and on the recording that you all saw,
Tonight.
I was doing the tops.
And I usually do the middle, but Audrey said sing
I
top.
can't
I'm
do
like,
it.
Okay.
Please sing top,
Up
because
there
I
in
have
the
to.
eyebrow section, yeah.
I know, but I was like, I got to go and do fake it. No, I say fake it, but
All right, she's
next
going
week.
back on tour,
No, I
right,
can't.
right.
I'll lose all my stuff trying to scream, and then she'll be like, "What's wrong with your voice? Oh, you were over singing, huh? You didn't remember that we had a tour, huh? Oh, I'd be in so much trouble. So I just, honestly, we're making jokes, but the aspect was like, Karen, please do the tops. Because she would never do them on tour when I asked
No,
her.
because I like
Never.
singing on Shaka's note. I had all that twang and
I remember this one tour. It was just me. I'm like, excuse me,
I've done that as well.
just me. Really?
Did the same
And you want to
thing.
do what? you want me to
Me
sing the
and
note on
her.
top of you?
You and
Really?
her. That's
Really?
right.
That was it.
Me too. I thought I was.
No.
We did the Whisper Band play for us, and to this day, when they see me, they like,
Yo,
"That shit was
crazy.
just you and Shaka.
Crazy gig.
How y'all do that?"
Yeah, man.
But it's really her, because she's going from singing lead and then harmonizing with me. They
Yeah, no
gave
doubt.
me praise, but
She's
she
so
was
dope.
jumping
She's
in
so
my-
dope. She's so dope.
dope,
So
man.
dope.
So
y'all.
dope.
Sorry. We
I
just-
thank God every day for being
just
in her
love her.
orbit. Well, I'll just piggyback off of both of them and say that crafting the sound for me is it's a multitude of things, but it's really ear for me.
Yeah.
And listening and looking at your person, whoever you're singing for or with, shaping your mouth. I'm like a stickler for diction and articulation. I'm really into shaping the. One time I had a session with Luther, and he said there was it was a jingle,
Right. We did a jingle.
and
What's up?
he said, okay, I'm gonna do the H. Karen, you don't say, you just pronounce the rest of the word. I'll do the H and you do the And I mean, that just taught me to like, well, it's just a lot of stuff happens in this industry, what we have to do. And background singing is a definite
craft.
art. And you
People
really
think
got to
it's
know what
easy.
you're doing and love it. You can't be intimidated. You just got to come out there and do what you do. And I felt like today crafted the sound with you, Milik. And I really appreciate, all that we're doing and all that you did. And, I just want to say thank you and send the love
Yes.
to you and everybody else that's involved and all y'all here.
Yeah. We
And now I'm
appreciate
going to
y'all.
shut up.
All right, and my last question is the other component of this project was for you to work with and teach a younger artist. So we have young artists here. There are going to be young artists who watch this, and I guess what is it that you all try to impart on Darian, but also what you want to impart on people who will see this in the future?
Great question.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think the experience with Darian, the greatest thing is her receptibility. She was very open, and she's a great ear, and she wants, which the key component is she wants to grow and learn, and she listens and she takes notes, and her voice, how when she sings lead, like I said, it's a difference between singing lead and that background. So we had no notes for her lead.
Right.
No notes. Like,
Not
keep
at all.
doing that. Okay. And then on the background, we had to do what we're just explaining. Just explain the difference of being yourself and singing Shaka backgrounds, because you can't do that singing Shaka.
You can't.
background,
Right.
And so talking to Darian was very easy, because she again listens well, and she learned. She's a sweetheart, of course, sweetheart, beautiful spirit. So we taught her. Her thing was to sing the low part on a song, sing the high part on a song, sing the middle part on a song, and it sounds easy, but it's actually not. Okay, because if you're a soprano, you're used to singing the top, and most people just used to know the melody, so you'll jump to the melody. You say, no, this one you're singing top now,
right?
So to be able to stay on your note when you're standing next to somebody,
it's hard.
It's not easy, So
really
she
hard.
really, so that was a main thing, when you're singing in the choir, you're all altos and you're all soprano. It's
right.
just
Everybody's
just
singing
up,
the same
okay?
note. That's right.
So the person next to you is singing a different note. You gotta stay on your note.
It's hard.
Okay, so
Imagine someone talking at the same time as you, and you're both trying to do
right.
that, and then you're like,
Exactly.
okay, wait, I'm
So
trying to focus on. Shut
you
up.
gotta, no, right? But you gotta sing. We gotta sing together. We're singing together, right? So even with the unison parts, that's actually the hardest.
It's the hardest.
Yes.
It's actually the hardest. I remember I've done several sessions with Shaka for albums, for her albums, and what we found is that like we listen back sometimes, it's like, wait, was that you? Was that me?
Right.
Who did that part?
Right.
Did you do that part? No, I think that was you.
That's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing.
Because it's like, okay, I learned how to match her timbre.
You do.
So that okay, well, let's both do this, no, let's both, whatever. But we were on our own notes. We couldn't tell who was doing what. Okay, so that's what we want. We want to get to the place where we wanted to get Darian to the place where she felt how to match, because it's like a small tweaking. It's like Audrey was explaining. It's like, well, where exactly are you putting that? Where are you placing that in your palette? You know what I mean? Where is it going?
Yeah.
How do you get that tone? And how can we? Okay, so we can all do the same thing.
Right.
So that was like really one of the main focuses of the training we did this weekend. We just, it's really, girl, I love you. You're dope. You're dope.
Yep.
Really dope.
And for me, with Darian, I probably was the hardest on her, and it's primarily because I'm doing it still. They live in Shaka as well, but for me, I'm there now, and we actually have a new girl as well, and she sings really pretty. And I don't know if you know Trina Broussard, but she has a beautiful voice. But she's learning to cut, and that's not her. That's not where she lives. Not where she lives. So she's doing soprano. So she's like, I'm trying the best I can. I'm trying to get these notes out, and so she's always second guessing herself, and so. Darian asked me, where is it? And I was like, Shaka's thing is kind of in your nose. It's like, she was like, that's the first thing, where is it? It's like, because I didn't think I could do it either. And that's not if you don't normally sing in that area, it's like, it's in my what? And like, she's going to get mad at me for bringing her up. But my daughter went to school, learned vocals, acting, whole thing. She's taught me, Mom, put it in your nose, because that's what her teachers taught her. I didn't have that kind of training. I learned by ear, and just started doing sessions. But she has more training than me in that way. So it's hard to. It's true, Asia. You went to school for it. Mommy didn't do that. I went straight from high school, 1 year of college, and then I was out trying to do backgrounds. So it's. Oops. Shut up. Ooh, he said try. The point is. You lie. Ooh, he said you lie. Y'all are funny. With Darian. It's a rough industry.
It's a really rough
and, people that do acting go and stand up on to be next. You're like, oh, damn, I didn't even get into my whole thing here. So she said, amen. So it's like, in 2 days, trying to teach someone the struggle song was what you're going to do. And it is the struggle song. That's kind of why I picked it. And even Sandra was like, look here, bro. Look here, bro. I'm an alto. So I'm not going to be able to give you much on what you're going to do.
I don't sound like Milik.
No, Malik's voice is lower. You did it right. No, you did it lower than me just now.
No.
No, but seriously, she was like, "Look, bro, I ain't gonna be able to give you much on the what you're gonna do." And I'm like, "Okay, okay."
Initially, they were supposed to do one song because I was like, oh, I gotta fly her in, I gotta get her. I can only afford for them to do one song, and that song was "Packed My Bags." So,
You don't know that?
no, can y'all just do a little bit of the?
Which one?
Just the
No, that's not your note. That's my note. No.
Can you just sing us out with a little bit of "Packed My Bags," please?
That shit is hot. Nobody has a key, right?
This is the key. That's the key. Let's just do that key. What's your note?
That note is. Who said ooze? Do the ooze. I don't even. Come on,
Y'all
y'all.
gotta help us a style.
I'm trying to-
You should have prepared me for this.
Pack my bag. Pack my bag. He wants put him at the door. I know what he wants. Yeah. Pack my bags, put him at the door. Pack my bags, put him at the door. Can we lower it?
Yes.
You can lower it.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to think of. Here we go. Yep. That would be. Pack my bags, put them at the door.
Pack my bags, put 'em at the door.
Pack my bags, put them at the door.
Pack my bags, put them at the door. Pack my bags, put them at
And
the
this
door.
other part, is pack my bags, put them at the door. Pack my bags, put them at the door. That's why we didn't do it.
All right. Thank you all, and good night.
You got it. You got